You're okay. It's okay. Just hold on. Just breathe. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay that it hurts. It's okay that it hurts. It's okay. Oh God, something's rubbing against my foot. Oh my God. It's big. It's big. It's a big one.
It's such big. I feel it.
Hey everybody, I'm Jay Bullington.
And I'm Keith Carcino, and we want to know,
Have you seen this one?
You know how when someone is really excited about you doing something like seeing a movie, like we did.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
and then you see the movie and they're like, "What'd you think?"
Oh, no.
And you're like,
Oh no. Yeah. It's underwhelming or not what you expected.
I had a
Yeah.
we'll discuss it later. We'll discuss it when we talk about what's new. Hey everybody, I'm Jay Bullington.
Hey, I'm Keith. Keith Carcino.
And we're here with episode number 236 of HYSTO. Before we get to our movie that Keith had me watch this time around, let's talk about what's new. Keith,
Okay.
what's been entertaining you lately, buddy?
I have seen two movies from this past year, 2025. One is called Good Boy. It's about the protagonist is this dog. Have
Yes.
you seen this? Have you seen this one?
Okay, Keith, I have not seen this yet, but I have heard so many people talk about this movie. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, the dog is amazing. The dog's adorable.
I heard it's just
you
really
are
fun.
rooting for the dog like no one's business.
And just so we can say, now, this is a movie that Kelly can watch, right?
I do not recommend Kelly watching.
Oh, okay,
this
okay.
movie.
Kelly, don't watch this one. Okay.
Okay, and I'm not gonna. We're not covering it.
No,
so I'm
no,
not
yeah,
gonna
don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
There, the dog is an amazing actor. The way they get him to like react, and it's his the way that his ears perk up, and the way he looks. You can see his loyalty towards his owner, and his owner is needing him throughout this
Yeah.
entire movie. It's really cool to see. There are some creepy parts. Although I don't know if it was just that so many people built it up to be this amazing movie. I was a little bit underwhelmed with it. I didn't think it was that great. I will say.
Okay.
I did enjoy it. I would recommend it, but I think I was just anticipating and hoping for a little bit more.
Okay.
Um,
I've heard the only thing I've heard so far from people is that, oh, it's a fun movie. I haven't heard like, oh, it's this amazing film. I haven't heard
right.
that.
I think
But,
that's a
but
pretty good
everybody I've
description.
talked to so
Mhm.
far that
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
or everybody who's commented on it have said that they thought it was fun. So
I enjoyed it. I did
Okay,
enjoy
good.
it.
Okay.
I think I was just expecting something phenomenal because of how many great positive reviews I had read and heard about it.
well, yeah.
And again, it's not to say that it's a bad movie. I really
Hmm.
enjoyed it. It's just maybe I think in my mind I was thinking it was going to be something else, and it wasn't. And again, it's not to say that. I think the antagonist, I was expecting to get a little more from that. I think that was the most underwhelming part. I will
Okay.
say though, the dog itself is just worth it in its own. I mean, the dog is just wonderful. Just watch him through it, and of
Mhm.
course, the last thing I want to see is a dog being hurt or
Oh, yeah.
or upset, and so I just have to say, watch it. Yeah, I highly recommend it, even though it. To me, it wasn't everything that I thought it was going to be cracked up to be, but
Okay.
it's all good.
Okay.
I also saw another movie from 2025. This one is called Black Phone 2.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah, you see this one,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. What did you think? Did you enjoy the first one more or the second one? Or is it even comparable?
I liked the first one more,
Hmm.
but I really
Mhm.
think they did a good job on the second one.
I agree.
Yeah,
I think
I really
that's a
do.
really good
The first one, as is usual the situation.
Sure, right.
The first one I do think was a better film. but
Uh-huh.
I would watch the second one again. I
The
really
second
enjoyed
one
it.
really surprised me.
Yeah, me
I
too. Me
saw the
too.
trailer and I thought, I'm
Yeah, I knew I
not.
was gonna go see it. I mean, I knew I
Yeah,
was
of
gonna
course. Me
watch.
too. Me too.
But I was like, okay, let's do this,
Right,
And
right,
then
exactly.
I'm watching. I'm like, okay, I like this. I thought
You
they did
know,
a good job on it.
it's in my opinion, when you have movies that use a lot of dreams, like dream
Uh-huh.
sequences, it's really difficult to determine. I don't know. It's really in my opinion, it's hard to pull off. And I thought they did a really good job with
Yeah,
this one
it
in
can be
particular.
amazing or it can be really cheesy bad.
And
Yeah,
this one does a really good job with it.
yeah,
And
they did a
so,
good job on that one. Yeah,
and
it
you
was
get a good
creepy.
feel, right? It was, and I thought
Yeah,
it was
nice, a nice creepy feel to
uh-huh,
it. I mean, when
right,
I say
like.
nice, you know what I mean, because I like that.
Oh, exactly, right. I know exactly what you mean by that. And to me too, it was really nice. I loved like the cold winter feel to it. You
Yes,
felt like they were,
yes,
completely deserted and this like
yes.
giant, what's it called? A storm had come
Hmm.
through this, and so I enjoyed it
Yeah,
very
I think I'm
much.
gonna have to go back and watch that again. Actually, I really
Yeah,
enjoyed
right.
that one. Yeah,
I think it deserves a second watch on my part too. So, Black
cool,
Phone 2, highly
cool.
recommend. If you haven't seen it, definitely tune in. That's pretty much it though. I haven't really, there's a few other things I did watch with Carissa. I watched, my favorite Indiana Jones movie was Indiana Jones, the second one, which I think is, the
The
Temple
Temple
of
of Doom.
Doom, the Temple
That's
of
your
Doom.
favorite?
That's my favorite one.
Really?
Yeah. I think it
Okay, interesting.
I think it's
It
because
is
of the
not my
nostalgia.
favorite.
Right. I liked the other ones too. Raiders of the Lost Ark was great. I love The Last
The
Crusade
Raiders
was
of the
done really
Lost
well
Ark
too.
is the best one to me.
Yeah.
It's just the best.
Yeah, but I think the only reason why I like Temple of Doom so much is
Mhm.
because I watched it so many times as a kid. And
Yeah,
so
see, you've got that nostalgia factor going on there.
exactly. And so
She,
yeah,
I can't, and I'm blanking on the actress's name.
I forgot
Um,
her too, but I've seen her in so many other things
Spielberg's
too.
wife. I can't think of her
Oh,
name.
oh really?
Yeah,
She's
that's
Spielberg's wife?
Spielberg's wife. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
And it's not her. She's not bad. I hate the way they wrote her character
Yeah,
because she's just
yeah.
this screaming. "Ah, ah, ah, ah."
Uh-huh.
Every
She's
5 minutes
kind of
she
the
screams, 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 and it's like, and I've
Kate Capshaw. Kate
get Kate
Capshaw's.
Capshaw, and see,
Yeah,
she
uh-huh.
really is a good actor.
Right,
But
right.
that's the part she was given. She played the
I
part
mean,
she was given, and she did
do
it. I
what you
mean,
want
she
with
did a
it.
good job. But it's not her fault that they wrote it that way.
I really liked it because I could sit like right next to Carissa as she was watching. She's
Yeah.
11 now, and I
Um.
watched it maybe a little bit younger actually than when she
Um.
was, but it was cool to see her react in much the same way that I first did when I watched it.
Well, that's the Indiana Jones movie that has the really hardcore stuff, like that guy's heart getting ripped out and all that stuff.
Yeah, and
I mean,
at first I was
that
like, oh, I was kind of prepping her to it.
there were I
Uh,
can't remember the other movie, but this movie and there's another movie that they came up with the rating PG-13. Oh, Gremlins.
oh yeah, uh-huh.
This movie and Gremlins, they came up with PG-13 for those movies because they felt it was just a little too much for younger kids to, yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. She definitely recognized Short Round from the Goonies because he was
Oh,
in that one
good.
as well. And she's like, "Oh," yeah, and she made a comment something along the lines of, "Oh, like he plays in all these action style type movies." Like, yeah, that's a pretty good observation you made
Yeah.
there. But
Yep,
you
you
know,
got it.
it was cool to see her react to it. Again, it's just kind of for the nostalgic factor.
Yeah.
I think looking back on it now, yeah, I mean the other movies are better and they do improve over time, but it was cool to see Harrison Ford in his heyday and
Oh
at the
yeah.
peak.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
good stuff.
And he's
That's
so good he's so
all right.
funny. I mean,
Yeah, right, right.
he's
He's
got
got the
just the
perfect,
right, yeah,
yeah,
just the right
exactly.
sense of humor there to
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
make that
And his
work.
little mannerisms and little
Yes.
facial expressions are perfect for
Yes.
the spot, right? That's about it for me. How about you?
Okay.
What's been entertaining you, Jay?
Okay, I got a few things here. I found there's a podcast. I don't know how new it is. It's new to me. It's called Hollywood Land.
Okay.
And of course, it's about Hollywood, the history of Hollywood. But what I love is it connects Hollywood stardom to crime.
Oh,
Now it doesn't mean that they're talking about stars who did criminal things.
right.
They're
Okay.
talking about stars who somehow their careers somehow like Jodie Foster when that creepo weirdo.
The stalker, yeah,
Yes,
guy.
when he thought,
Uh-huh.
well, if I kill the president, then she'll fall in love with me. So that's not her fault, but that's one of the stories they talk about though.
Right. Oh,
So it's
interesting.
really
Okay.
fascinating. Yeah. I found on here a local TV channel. It's not local, but it's showing in the local area. It's called Movies! Exclamation point. That's the channel. Movies! Exclamation point.
Okay.
I've been having so much fun watching this TV channel. They have during the week they have this thing called Iconathon. And what they do is they pick an icon from Hollywood and they'll show like 4 or 5 movies of that person all in a row.
Okay.
And I've
Okay.
just been having a blast with that.
Oh,
It's been
cool.
really fun.
Okay. Cool theme.
Okay. Now, movies at the theater, of course, had to go see Wicked for Good,
Oh yeah.
part
What
2.
did you think about number
Shauna
2?
and I went together and we both loved
Yeah.
it. We both
Okay.
loved
Okay.
it.
Okay. It was a
Shauna,
good.
I didn't know,
Uh-huh.
Shauna has read the whole Wicked book
Oh.
series.
Okay.
So
Okay.
she
So
knew a
interesting
lot more
perspective.
about it than I did.
Okay. Okay. And you think that it was a nice kind of sequel to the
Oh,
first
yeah.
one? Or It
Oh,
follows
yeah.
right after the. It
Oh.
kind of right. It just continues. It's a continuation.
Oh,
Right?
absolutely.
Awesome.
It's just like one big movie.
Right.
Now this one
Very
is
big movie.
not as I found the first one is a little more lighthearted. This one's a little
Okay.
more dark in some areas, but
Ooh,
this is just the
cool. Cool.
story. It's a
Right.
storyline.
Sure.
I thought it was wonderful. We both really enjoyed it.
Okay.
One more new movie that everybody is raving about this movie. Okay,
Yeah.
it just came out. It's called Hamnet.
No, I have not heard of this one.
Hamnet,
What?
directed by Chloe Zhao.
Uh-huh.
Hamnet is also translated as Hamlet,
Like the Shakespearean
as in the
play.
Shakespearean play.
Right.
This is the story of Shakespeare and his wife. They had a son named Hamnet,
Okay.
and it's the story of what happened to Hamnet and how they dealt with it. And anyway, this is their story. Now, I don't know how true this story is. I have no idea. I don't know
Uh-huh.
anything about how true it is. I do know, and hello, James, if you're listening, James, our good friend James, who's been on here.
All right. Uh-huh.
He really liked it, and he couldn't wait to hear what I thought, and I was very disappointed in this movie.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I really was. It's been everybody's raving about it, and the performances. And I will say this: the acting is good.
Okay.
I think the
Okay.
actors did a really good job. I don't like the way it's written, and I didn't like the character. The character everybody's raving about is the one who plays the mother. Jessie Buckley is the actress.
Okay.
Great actress. Also, Paul Mescal plays Shakespeare. But everybody's talking about her like, oh, she's going to win the Oscar this year for this. And I'm like, really? I
Oh,
just
yeah?
don't see it. James,
Huh.
sorry, buddy. I'm not agreeing with you on this one. James and I
Huh.
usually agree on stuff like this,
Right?
but
Not this one,
I'm
huh?
just not in on this one. Yeah.
Was this the one before we started to record? You were talking about being a little underwhelmed or
Yes.
disappointed? Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Because
thought so.
everybody's been going on and on online about
Hamnet.
it. Oh, and her incredible performance. And I'm like, maybe because I didn't
Meh.
like the character, but
That sometimes happens too. Yeah.
because I mean, I don't want to spoil it because we're not covering that. But I just that character, the arc
Just
was
doesn't-
strange to me.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was very strange.
Okay.
Interesting. I told James maybe it has to sink in with me a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I need to let it settle in a
Let
little
it.
bit.
Okay. Let it permeate. a
But
little
I'm
bit,
telling you,
not your
it
cup
was
of tea.
it was 2 hours and 5 minutes.
Okay. Pushing
It
it.
could have easily been a 90-minute movie.
How many movies end up like that?
Oh,
Right?
yeah, we'll
Like,
talk more about that
condense
later,
that
but-
shit.
oh, my God.
Come on now. Yeah.
That's anyway. So that was So Wicked for Good, thumbs up. Hamnet. If I say go check it out if you're curious, but I'm not a big
You can't
fan.
wholeheartedly
Can't
recommend it.
wholeheartely recommend. It just when I kept going on and on and on,
Oh,
I kept
God.
thinking, come
2
on,
hours
okay,
of
okay.
drag. Oh, God.
Sheesh.
That sounds
Alrighty.
rough. Well, don't worry.
So-
This next movie is only 79 minutes, so I
That's
won't put
right.
you through too much.
Yes,
Okay, even if
only-
it sucks,
Only
it's only
79 minutes. All right. So let's get into it. For our movie, for episode number 236, here we are. It is from 2003, Open Water.
Other people go on vacations and spend their days just laying around. We have a story we're going to be telling for the rest of our lives.
Daniel, where's the boat?
That's a good question.
As we are stuck in the middle of the ocean. Oh, God. Oh.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yes, from 2003. Open Water, directed by Chris Kentis, starring Blanchard Ryan and Daniel Travis.
Is it
Blanchard Ryan
me?
is
Yeah.
the young lady. Go ahead.
Okay, okay. I was gonna say, this movie is, as of today, 22 years old, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. Wasn't it
Yeah.
looking old? It was looking old to me. It was looking
Um,
like 90s old. I don't know. It felt, I know it's almost 30 years, it's almost a quarter century old, but it,
I no,
to
I
me, it
think
just
that
felt,
I think part of that is the budget for this movie. I don't think
uh,
it was a very high
no,
budget.
no, I know.
You know,
No, I
it
agree.
wasn't a high budget film. So I think that might have had something to do with the
Right.
look of it. But
Right.
no.
There have been some, not spin-offs, but um some other additions to this kind of theme. There's Open Water 2 Adrift. There's an
And
Open
Open
Water
Water 3.
3 as well. I
Yeah.
haven't I actually prefer Open Water 2 to this one. And this one, after watching it a second time, I kept thinking to myself, it's like, I don't know if Jay's gonna like this one, man. I don't know, man. We'll see. But only time will tell. I'm not expecting much from it, but let's see where it
Okay, well
goes. Let's get
let's
into
a
it.
quick summary here. The film is loosely based on the true story of Tom and Eileen Lonergan, who in 1998 went out with a scuba diving group, Outer Edge Dive Company, on the Great Barrier Reef, and they were accidentally left behind because the dive boat crew failed to take an accurate head count.
Damn. That sucks.
Okay, so Daniel Kentner and Susan Watkins are frustrated that their hardworking lives do not allow them to spend much time together, so they go on a
Aw.
scuba diving vacation to help improve their relationship. Okay,
Good idea.
this movie is an hour and 19 minutes long,
I
79
know.
minutes.
Sorry,
Okay.
gonna make you
Oh, no, no,
long,
no.
isn't
Okay.
it?
So on their second day, they join a scuba dive. They scuba dive. They join a group scuba dive, and they take a
hmm
head count, and the passenger total is recorded as 20. Okay. And then when Daniel and Susan, they decide to separate a little bit from the group while they're underwater, just a little bit. Okay,
Right.
now
And it looks,
before, oh, go
yeah.
ahead.
I was gonna say it looks like they've done this before. Like they are not. I
They
mean,
they
they're
seem
experienced scuba
very comfortable
divers,
with it.
right?
Yeah.
And the way that the guy was taking the head count was very unofficial. It was kind of
Oh
like
God.
as people were moving around the boat, he's like head counting 1, 2, 3 with with the pointer finger. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, how accurate can that really be? But okay, whatever.
Yeah.
What
Well,
were you gonna say?
the whole head. I mean, it's just okay. Okay.
Right.
So it takes about 20 minutes to get to the damn
Uh-huh. The water.
group scuba
Yeah,
dive.
I noticed that too.
Oh my
For a
God, Keith, I'm
movie
thinking
that,
to myself, this movie
yeah,
is only
yeah,
79 minutes
yeah,
long.
right.
When are we going to get to the story?
And we spent almost a quarter of it, like not even not even in the water yet. Like, come on, let's
Just
get the hurry the F up, man. Come on. Yeah. I kept
and
making like
it's
mental notes of that too. Like, okay,
oh
the first
God.
shark. We finally
And
saw the first shark at this moment. We finally
Keith,
got in the water at this moment. Yeah, it's
it's
moving
like
slow. Yeah.
it's like watching somebody's bad vacation videos. It's like, oh, here we are by the pool, and then here we are, oh, we're eating, and it's
That's
oh
a really good way of
God.
looking at it. I kept
It's
thinking that same thing too. Of like, we don't need to know this. We don't need to
no,
know what
this
you did
has
the night
nothing to do with
before.
the
It
storyline
it
or
doesn't. It doesn't
anything.
have anything to do with it.
So
I
obviously
don't.
they're just trying to pad out the time of the movie because
I
the
think so
movie
too. And
is so short.
and even still, they still struggle to get it up to
Oh
an hour and a
yeah,
half.
yeah.
But okay,
Okay,
yeah.
so in half an hour after that, the group returns to the boat. Two members of the group are accidentally counted twice. So the dive master thinks everybody's back on board and they leave the site. We're
Mhm.
gone.
Well,
Okay,
and
Daniel.
it wasn't just the fault of the error of the head count itself, but also like the couple too were underwater much longer than they should have been,
Oh
and
yeah,
they did separate from the group, which kind of put them out in another spot,
they
which they
didn't follow the rules,
right once they
but
resurfaced, they had a
that
hard time. Yeah,
company
you're right.
is at
Uh-huh.
the fault more than they are. I'm sorry.
You are perfect. You're exactly right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, there's no excuse for that.
You
Oh my
cannot. Like
God.
that's like putting someone's lives in danger.
I know. I
Yeah, it
know.
is. It's completely unprofessional.
So, Daniel and Susan,
Negligent.
they're underwater, unaware that the others are gone. They've gone back to shore. So when they come back, the boat's gone, and they're like, "Oh well, I'm sure they'll come back. They're sure, they're not going to leave us out here.
Right.
They
And
wouldn't do that, right?"
I kept thinking too, like, how far offshore are they? Are they close enough to like just paddle back? I imagine probably
Well,
not, but still,
obviously not.
you're
Otherwise, they would
right.
have, I
Uh-huh.
think.
And once they resurface and they realize after like, I don't know, 5, 10 minutes that the boat's not there,
Mhm.
why didn't they just start swimming to another boat that they saw around them? And they saw 2 or 3 other boats are
They had
like
a
looking
chance to
around.
do that, but they didn't do
Right.
it.
They decided just to sit there like sitting
Mhm.
ducks waiting for I don't know what to happen. So
Mhm.
that
Well,
was
then,
a
and then,
questionable decision on their part.
after they're out there for a while, it finally dawns on them, these people aren't coming back for us.
Right.
And then they bicker and and between their hunger and their exhaustion, and they realize, oh, you know what? We're probably not even close to where we were. We don't even know where we are.
I know.
And
Not to
then they
mention like
realize, go ahead.
which way do we start swimming if we decide to? I
Yeah.
mean,
I
like
mean, you have no
it,
idea where you are.
I don't even know if that would even help because of the
I,
tide or the current. The current would probably push them out further towards the middle of the ocean, which is just horrifying to me.
I'm guessing. They also realize sharks have been circling from below the surface.
Well,
And
they
then,
are in Australia,
yes, oh,
shark-infested
hello,
waters of the Great
yes.
Barrier Reef. It's pretty common.
And then jellyfish appear, stinging them
Hmm.
both while the sharks come closer.
And they were
Then,
lucky too. Like when they showed the jellyfish, they were
mhm,
lucky it wasn't like a school or a swarm of them. It was only 1 or 2, which is
yeah, they were
they're
lucky,
lucky.
haha.
I I've seen some where it's like an entire field of them, and there's no
Uh,
way to get around them all. Like you're
oh
just
yeah,
gonna get
you're just
yeah,
buried in them. Yeah.
right. That sounds painful.
So Susan gets a small shark bite, and she doesn't, for some reason, doesn't immediately realize it. And then Daniel goes under, and he finds a small fish is feeding on the flesh of her wound,
Right,
which
right,
is like,
yeah.
ew,
Well, and that's
ew.
terrible too because from what I hear, sharks are even more um they're able to detect the scent of blood from miles away, which is
Um,
once you start bleeding, you're pretty
that's
much a
how they
sitting duck.
hunt.
I
Yeah,
know, right?
yeah,
They're gonna
yeah.
call their friends and have a frenzy.
Well, then later on, a shark bites Daniel, and his wound begins to bleed a lot.
Well, he got really bad, I
He
think,
got really
and
bad. So
I don't know
Susan,
if they really showed it or not, but
they not
kind,
really.
yeah, yeah,
They just describe, they talk about it, but you don't really
right,
see it. So
right.
Susan removes her weight belt and uses that to put pressure on the wound.
That was pretty
But
smart.
he
That's a
appears
smart
to
move.
go into shock, and then she realized, I mean, during the night, sharks return. They attack Daniel during a storm and they kill him. He's
Well,
gone.
and during that time too, like it's at nighttime.
Hmm.
Even without the sharks, I'd be terrified. I
I
mean, sitting
know.
there in the black ocean,
Oh my
it's like you're
God.
floating in space and not knowing what's
I
underneath
mean,
you or around you.
it
It's
would be
terrifying.
terrifying. It would be terrifying. And Keith, you would think watching this, I'm so terrified for them. I'm like, okay,
Uh-huh,
okay.
uh-huh. I kept
There
feeling the
was
same.
something about this movie. There was just no tension.
Yeah,
And there should have
yeah.
been horrible tension here,
Hmm,
Because
hmm.
when you realize what's happening to these people, and when you think about the fact that it's based on a true story,
Right, right.
it should be even more harrowing. But for some reason, I just was like, I was not on the edge of
Okay.
my seat.
Part
Let's
of the
just put
problem
it that
too, I
way.
think, was that. Yeah, I agree with you. When I'm watching it, I felt the same thing too. And it's part of why I thought, okay, you're not gonna like this movie. And a lot of it too was like during the night sequences, like the night scenes,
Hmm.
it was so dark and hard to see what was going on in the first place.
Yeah.
And if you can't see what's happening, then you're kind of missing out on a lot of great
Well, yeah.
opportunities to see what
Yeah.
like when the climax of a person getting bit and
That's
dying.
what I'm saying.
I
I
really want
think,
to see you should be showing that. I should
well, I
see
think
a
part of that is
shark.
the budget.
Right. Yeah, that's true
I
too.
think they couldn't afford those kind of
I think so
shots.
too. If
Um,
I was the guy too and I got bit, I would, I mean, as hard as it would be, I would have to say, sorry, baby, you need to like distance yourself from me because
mhm.
sharks, I know, are going to
They're
be
following. Yes. Yes.
right. They're going to be
Okay.
following this wound, and the your only best bet is to get away from me so you can survive. I
Yeah.
know I'm not.
Yeah.
It's tough, but
Okay, so let's go back to the idiots. The next morning, Daniel and Susan's belongings are finally noticed on the boat by a crew member. Oh, and he
Mhm.
realizes, oh, they must have been left at the dive site. We must have
Right,
left them out in the ocean all night.
right.
Ugh. And of course, they
According
start this massive search, but they can't find him anywhere.
according to the real story, this says the crew didn't realize their mistake until 2 days later
Oh
when they
my
found their
God.
belongings. The long search operation was launched, but the Lonergans were never found. It's crazy.
Uh, so when Susan realizes that Daniel's dead, she just releases him into the water, and the sharks pull him down in this feeding
I
frenzy.
I did like that part, and where
Well, it
she
just
could
made
see his
sense.
body from a distance, and you
Yeah,
could see that they were like rolling like
yeah.
alligators all over him.
So after she puts on her mask, she looks down beneath the surface, and she sees several large sharks are circling her now. She looks around
Jeez.
one last time for any sign of somebody coming to rescue her, and she doesn't see anybody, so she just says, "Screw it." Takes off her scuba gear, and she just disappears below the water. Then,
That
sometime later, a fishing crew cuts open a newly caught shark's stomach and they find a diving camera, apparently that of Daniel and Susan. And one of the fishermen states offhandedly to another, "Well, I wonder if it works." And that's the end of the movie.
so their fate actually in reality was uncertain.
Hmm.
There was some
Yeah.
popular speculation that suggests shark attacks, obviously the movie,
Hmm.
like but the evidence when they actually did were they were able to recover their vests and their tanks. They were intact and there were no clear tooth marks, which suggests that they probably succumbed to maybe heat or sun exposure and possibly hypothermia by being left out at sea that long.
Hmm.
That it probably wasn't sharks after all.
Okay.
But would you would you make the decision to just let yourself sink and go like the girl did in this movie?
I I don't know.
I know it's hard to say
I
because we're
don't
not in
know
that
because
situation.
I'd like to say no,
Yeah, right.
but
After a couple of days and you're just
it
like
seems pretty
bobbing.
hopeless. Yeah, it
Yeah.
seems
I
pretty
mean, what do you
hopeless.
do? I mean,
Yeah.
I think I would like to think that I would at least
I would like to think I would try.
back paddle for a few
Yeah,
miles and just
something.
see if I can make something out. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah,
But I
something.
guess
Yeah.
I'm sure they were starving and that they were, I don't know, probably getting delirious. And how do you sleep in that situation too?
Yeah, that's it. How do you
Yeah,
rest? You
right.
know, and
So
how do
it's
you fuel yourself?
how do you feel
Yeah,
yourself, right? And
yeah.
then constant exposure to the
Um,
sun and whatnot. Yeah, it's rough.
so a little bit of background: the sharks used in the film were Caribbean reef sharks,
Okay.
and the cast wore chain mesh under their diving suits for protection.
Oh, they were
None of them
actually
got bitten
exposed
by
to the
sharks.
sharks?
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
they were actually
oh.
with the sharks, but none of them got bit. However, Blanchard Ryan, Susan, she did get nipped by a barracuda on the first day of filming. By
It's a good
um,
start. Okay.
okay, all of the jellyfish. You know the jellyfish scene. That when they happened to show up on the day they planned to film that particular scene, they jellyfish just
Oh,
showed up. They
hey, write it into
never
the script.
once again ever did. Never once again during filming did they ever see any jellyfish.
Ah,
They just showed up
interesting.
that one day, like they were like on the
Oh,
list. It was
hey,
crazy.
right.
Um,
Hey.
Susan and Daniel's last names are revealed in their ID cards. Hers is Watkins and his is Kintner. In Jaws from 1975, the skinny dipping girl who serves as the shark's first victim
Yeah.
is named
Uh-huh.
Chrissy Watkins, and the second victim, the little boy who's killed on his raft, is named Alex Kintner. So
I
they use
like
those two
it.
names from
Little
Jaws.
homage to Jaws, the
Also,
greatest
I
shark
thought
movie of all
this I
time.
thought was cute. In 2013, Blanchard Ryan, the woman, the star, she
Hmm.
was on a podcast and she was discussing her nude scene. She has a brief nude scene toward the beginning of the movie. Her and her husband are in bed together, or
Uh-huh.
boyfriend, or whatever.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
couple. Anyway,
Right.
she felt it was a little bit gratuitous, but she said, "Oh, the beginning of the movie's boring. It needs something to entice the viewers. I'll do it. I'll do
That's what
it."
it was. That's what it
Okay,
was. Okay.
so
I was
her
wondering
and her
about that.
parents go to see it when the
Oh
movie's
no.
premiering. Okay, well, her mom is like, "Oh God," but
Appalled.
her dad was apparently he had a sports background, and he's got this locker room mentality. He's like, yeah, everybody's got a body, whatever, He and Blanchard, their daughter, They walked out of the theater laughing at her mother because they thought it
She
was
was so
funny.
appalled by
Yeah,
it.
she was so appalled by that, but she wasn't worried about her getting eaten by a shark.
Right. Whereas the fact that now the world's seen you
It's
naked.
like, Mom, you didn't worry about me being eaten by a shark, but you're worried I was naked. Okay.
Awesome. Right. Where's your head at?
Yeah, what are you thinking?
There
Okay.
were some legal and regulatory consequences
Oh,
after the
really?
true story happened.
Oh,
The
what? What?
dive, so the dive company's owner was prosecuted for manslaughter, but eventually found not guilty. And the company was fined for negligence and eventually went out of business because of this situation. The
Well, not
incident led
surprising.
the incident led to the government of Queensland implementing stricter safety regulations for diving trips, such as requiring independent confirmation for divers' head counts,
Good.
which I'm surprised they didn't have this
Hello.
intact already. But
Yeah.
hey,
Well, if that's
at least something good came from it, I
at
guess,
least
right?
something good came of it. Yeah.
Right. Hmm.
A couple of critics' responses here. I've got Jeanette Katsulis of the Las Vegas Mercury says, open water is terrifying on a purely primal level. In a fear of the dark, monsters under the bed way, it twangs nerves forgotten since childhood.
I think she's given it a little more credit than it deserves, in my opinion.
That's a
Yeah.
little too glowing
Yeah.
for me. Will Self from the London Evening Standard said, Open Water is being touted as one of the most frightening films to chomp on your psyche for a long time. But either I'm secretly being fed sedatives, or this is a case of good old hype means collective hysteria.
Yeah, right. Okay. I think he's more online with what we're thinking too, right? Yeah.
I'm on his
Yeah.
boat. Yeah.
Right.
The scores, IMDb 5.8.
Ouch. Oh, that's pretty low even for IMDb.
Tomato meter surprised me though, 71%.
Okay, that's pretty high. Okay. It's not too bad.
Popcorn meter, this is the audience, okay? 33%.
Wow, abysmal. That's pretty that tanked. Okay.
Not
So
popular.
Jay, I think I know the answer to this, but would you recommend this to others? Open water.
Absolutely not.
I figured. Yeah, I think
The thing is,
what I was expecting is how it's unfolding for sure.
yeah,
The-
there are so many shark movies out there that are so much better than this.
of course.
You
Of
know,
course.
and I mean, there are some that are even half-assed that are better than this.
I agree. Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
shame because there was potential there, and I feel bad for the fact that it was based on people that actually were, disappeared.
That it came
I
to
wish
this.
it was a little more,
Right.
substantial just
Sure.
in their memory. But anyway,
Right.
that's
Right.
yeah, I can't recommend this one. Just go back and
Yeah, I
watch
hear ya.
Jaws again.
You're right. You know,
Or watch
stick with the orange-
Piranha or Alligator or any of those
Alligator,
fun
right.
ripoffs that are really good ripoffs,
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Hey,
Okay,
you can't win them
folks.
all. Can't win them all.
No, you can't win them all. Can't. All right, folks. We got you can you want to contact us, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram and what do they call Twitter now? X.
X. Really anywhere you can find podcasts.
Yeah,
we
anywhere you
are
can find
there.
podcasts, you can find us. And whenever you do that, please subscribe. Please leave a rating.
Leave a
Hopefully
rating.
a high one. Be great. We'd
Let us
love
know
to
what
hear
you
from
think.
you.
Let us know.
Okay, let's talk about our next episode is going to be the last episode of the year before
Okay.
Christmas and the New Year.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, you let it slip to me that you had not
yes.
seen this movie.
Yes. There's been a couple I've thrown at you. You had to move it up the queue, huh? Did you move it up?
Oh yeah, we had to do this right now.
Alien.
fact-
Please tell me Alien. Please tell me
Alien from
Alien. Yes.
1979, the original Alien. And of course, it's a
Yes.
horror movie from the 70s. So you know who's going to be here.
Aaron Castafreakin-Yetta is coming
Yes,
back
Aaron
on.
Castaneda. When I told
Boom.
her you had not seen this movie,
I'm sure
I think she lost. I think she lost her breath for a minute. She's like, "What?" And I told her,
honestly,
"You've seen clips from it, right? I know you've
I've
seen
seen
clips and
a
stuff. So you
few,
can't help
and
but see that."
I've seen a few, and like it's just because it's such a popular movie
Mhm.
that I've seen like some of the major parts. I know
Oh my God.
Sigourney Weaver's in it, and I know that
Yes.
she's touted as like one of her best
Ripley.
film roles that she's ever done.
Well,
And
it's
so-
her first movie role.
Is that right?
It's her first part, yeah.
Wow.
And
okay,
and look what she did.
okay, she's that's where it all started. It started at the top.
All right,
now
man,
she's
I
here.
cannot wait. Oh my
Well,
God.
I am super pumped about this one too. I'm so
Oh,
glad
man.
that we are
This is
covering
gonna
this,
be
and
fun.
we'll have Erin back on too.
Yeah.
She's gonna bring it with all kinds of backstories
Oh,
and,
Erin.
and info from it too. So it's going to be a wonderful episode that I am very highly looking forward to. It's gonna be wonderful.
Yeah, me too.
Awesome.
Okay, well, Keith, even though I didn't enjoy the movie that much.
Hey.
As always, I enjoyed this.
Of course, man. The movie doesn't have to be good for our conversation to be,
sometimes
right?
the best conversations are about bad
The
movies.
exactly. That's right.
I've said that many times. It is true.
Right.
It's true.
It's so true. It
Oh
really
man.
is.
Okay, so in 2 weeks, episode 237, we'll be talking about Alien, man.
Cannot
I can't
wait,
believe
man.
it.
This is a
I'm so
classic.
excited.
All right, I'm pumped.
All right, friends. Until then, I'm Jay Bullington.
And I'm Keith Carcino.
And y'all keep watching those movies.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay.